Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of Skyla and the Storm. As you saw from the start of the episode, Skyla woke up, she had a shower, washed her face, brushed her teeth. Skyla is feeling very emotionally drained and sad from everything that happened in the first episode, and it's starting to take its toll on her. If you haven't watched the first episode, I would highly recommend that you start there, but right now she's feeling very done with life right now. She just feels very tired, probably because it's in the morning as well. And I can relate to that because a lot of the time when I feel in a bad mood, it's when it's in the morning and I just woken up, I feel tired, I feel overwhelmed sometimes with the start of the day. And I feel like that's kind of what Skyla is feeling right now. She's feeling very overwhelmed, a lot of pressure is being put on her. And of course, with what happened at the very end of the last episode, that was very embarrassing for her dad to catch her and her boyfriend in the house. And I'm sure she's also very worried about what Caleb is thinking. She's not really talked to him because I think she's just so tired and scared almost because they are a new relationship. And you know what teenagers are like, they overthink everything, and yeah, I can definitely understand where her head's at. She's obviously still very upset with both of her parents, and of course she did break the house rules, but that still creates distance between them both on both sides. And Skyla's journey that I was talking about in the first episode, the journey that she does not know that she's about to embark on, is really truly going to start today because she is already feeling the pulls of kind of distancing herself from her current life. Skyla is the type of person when she's going through something, she's very good at picking herself back up, and I feel like this is the first time that she's really struggling, but she's still going to try. So what Skyla is going to do right now is try and reset herself because that's desperately what she feels the need to do. And she's going to have her breakfast. She is in a pretty bad mood right now. If I tab out, you can kind of see that she is thinking about herself right now. She is feeling bad. She's also hungry, which of course will make her bad mood feel worse. She's going to have her fruit salad for breakfast, do some yoga upstairs, and if she's got some time, she's going to do some thinking as well. Okay, so she has finished her breakfast now, and she's feeling enraged right now. And one thing that I didn't really touch on in the first episode is that Skyla is high maintenance, so that does make her emotions a lot more volatile, so that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so Skill is about to start and she's still feeling enraged, but she does have a good midlet from her breakfast, which is good. She does have an uncomfortable one from being high maintenance once again. I do think that her being high maintenance is a good thing and it makes sense with her background. She is someone that everyone expects to be perfect and, she has the perfect life. And I feel like that kind of thing, having high standards centered around your whole life will kind of result in you having high maintenance when things go wrong. And I thought that would be more realistic and less basic than giving her the perfectionist trait, which would also make sense for her. But yeah, now she's feeling good from her yoga. She got temporary respite, so that's great. Although she is feeling better now, she is still wanting to have more of a reset and trying to distance herself, and that's going to continue when she gets home from school. But hopefully she has a good day today and feels like she can maintain the good energy. I'm going to get her to study hard because she is feeling insecure about everything that's happened with her homework. She's not been keeping up with everything as much. And yeah, I think it just makes sense in what she would want to do instead of socializing. If she wants to distance herself while she's at school, doing more work and studying will help. Now, we're not going to get up to too much mischief as a housewife today, but Miss Jacqueline does have the want to buy the most expensive violin, so I guess we're gonna do that for her just to make her happy. And let's be honest, we all wish we had this much money, so we might as well spend it on The Sims, right? Violin, let's see. The most expensive, is this oh my god, 15,000 for a violin? It's not even cute. We'll buy the cutest one. I feel like the dark one is the nicest. We'll put it in here next to the piano and stuff like that, but it's funny because no one even plays the violin, so this is just so bad. I guess it'll be something to brag about when the other housewives come around. And oh my god, we just got a prompt from Skill and it was basically plan stuff or do fun stuff. And I picked plan, the schoolwork, that was the option. And it ended up having a bad consequence. Even though this wasn't Skyla's idea, her classmates are angry about having her in charge. They refuse to participate or behave, and eventually Skyla has to call the principal for help. Performance loss small. This is the last thing that Skyla would have wanted to happen today. You know, she just wants a quiet day. She wants to feel relaxed and stuff like that. And yeah, this is definitely going to make her feel worse when she gets home probably. Okay, so we just got a call from Nancy. I love how I said I wouldn't get into housewife shenanigans, but I have no choice. Nancy got a dog and she wants Jacqueline to come over. Now, the thing with Jacqueline and Nancy is their friendship is very superficial. They don't like, I mean, maybe Nancy likes Jacqueline, but Jacqueline does not like Nancy. I feel like in the Housewives group that you saw last episode, Jacqueline and Christy are like really good friends. They're closer. And then Nancy is kind of like, you know, on their level in terms of status and wealth, but they don't like her. So I feel like Jacqueline would just be lying, saying, oh, sorry, I've got an event to go to, or oh, sorry, I'm busy, or something came up, or whatever. But she's really at home just drinking wine, thinking about a toilet. So that's really going to be status. We're going to cancel that. Sorry, Nancy, you're not important. Skyla is now back from school and she had a really bad day at school as well. I think she felt a little bit better when she was waking, like after she did her yoga and stuff like that. But this day didn't go well as the prompt showed, and she actually has a midlet from it as well. So here she has unruly classmates, maybe teaching isn't the career for Skyla, and then she is also feeling stressed from school too from studying. So poor Skyla has come home from school feeling horrible, and she really does not know how to make herself feel better. But one thing she is gravitating towards is feeling truly at peace, feeling alone, feeling quiet, and like just relaxed almost. And she's definitely not going to feel that at home with her parents. I mean, Jacqueline ended up inviting over Christy, and yeah, they're big gossipers, and I feel like they're not the best company to be around when you're feeling like this. So yeah, she just wants to get away, so she'll probably go to a park or a beach or something like that, and hopefully she'll feel a little bit better by the end of the day. So here Skyla is at the beach. She went for a jog around Brindleton Bay, around the grassy lands and all of the trees and stuff like that, and she stopped to the beach and she's feeling a little bit more like rejuvenated and energized. I feel like activities like exercise really help her, and she is now cloud gazing, really just trying to assess her life. She's looking a lot happier than kind of how I want to story tell how she's feeling, but I do think she is feeling better and this is helping her, and she is honestly just really trying to assess her life in this moment, trying to think about what she can do, what changes she can make to feel happier and feel more stable. And she's pondering whether she should maybe take up a new hobby, should she do more exercise because that seems to help, or maybe she should try and really assess her social life, like should she, you know, make new friends. I mean, when she was at school today, her friend group were really distant with her. Ria was nice to her, McKenna was nice to her too, and Sydney was as well, but it just felt kind of different. I almost felt like everyone was talking about her at school, because obviously she is part of the really popular group at school, and when something happens, the whole school kind of finds out about it. And on top of everything that happened at school today with the classmate, she's feeling really self-conscious, like she's feeling judged, and yeah, I feel like that's not nice for any young person to feel. And then there's also aspects that she maybe isn't aware of that she's trying to discover. Is there something new that she can try that she would enjoy? That's maybe what she's going to try and toy with in this episode, to see if she can really make herself feel better and so that she can get back to her normal self. One aspect of her feeling really at peace right now is the distance from everyone. She does feel good to have a little bit of space, especially with all those people at school, her parents on her back all the time. She does like the alone time a lot more than she would have thought she would have. So maybe she does really need to think about the people that she has in her life, but at this moment she's not really, except from her parents, had any direct issues with people. Caleb hasn't called her though today at all. They haven't talked at all, so yeah, she's feeling a little bit awkward about that. They probably saw each other at school and maybe had a little like brief hello, blah, 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 you know, kind of awkward conversation, but not like how it usually is. What Skyla's going to do when she finishes at the beach is maybe go and write in her diary. She's going to look for her diary that she hasn't written in a long time. See if that kind of helps kind of relieve all of the stress that's in her mind, all of the thoughts that are coming in all the time, and yeah, try and see what else you can do. Oh girl, you need a shower. We need to help you. Okay, let's get you to the shower now. So one good thing about Skyla is that she's feeling inspired now from the cloud gazing, so that definitely really helped. She is feeling tired as well, so I think what she is going to do before she gets an early night is look for that journal and see how she can make herself feel better by writing in there. Okay, so Skyla found her journal and she's got it on her desk and she's ready to start writing. And this is actually going to be where I use a mod for the journal, which is great. I'm going to link it down below for you. But rather than just the few interactions that comes with the Parenthood pack, I think the journal comes from, when you click on the journal, there are a lot more options that you can storytell with, your sim can benefit from. And yeah, so we're actually going to talk about negative emotions and we're going to complain about parents because I know that's definitely something that Miss Skyla is feeling. She's feeling anger towards her parents, she feels hurt by them, and yeah, she feels misunderstood and she doesn't have anyone to talk to about it really. I mean, you saw from the last episode that she was confiding in Caleb a little bit, but obviously things are a little bit rocky with him, with everything that happened last night, so she is feeling entirely alone. And I also said that she could talk to McKenna, her best friend, about anything that happens in her life. But there's distance in that relationship as well, because the thing is, Caleb's best friend, and Skyla's girl group are all kind of part of this bigger friendship group, and they all hang out together. So I feel like with everything that happened in Skyla's life, like with her parents and stuff like that, that kind of ostracized her and kind of embarrassed her and isolated her from the bigger group. And that has affected her relationship with not only her BFF, but her boyfriend and the others too. And she's feeling really alone from that too, and that's something she's going to be writing about in her journal as well. And another thing that she's going to write is solve hard problems, because she feels like she's got a lot of hard problems in her life right now that she needs to solve, and she's going to kind of write some ideas that will kind of help her overcome these obstacles in her life. And then once she's done that, I think she's just going to hide her journal, get some sleep that is very much needed, and hopefully, I said this yesterday, but hopefully, I think I've said that every night actually, hopefully she feels better in the morning. So it is now 4:30 in the morning and Skyla woke up feeling really hungry and she also needed the bathroom as well. She realized that she didn't eat when she got home from school at all until she went to bed. She didn't eat anything. So she's going to start her day very early. She's still not feeling herself at all. She's feeling really bad, to be honest. So much so that she does not even want to go to school today. And she's going to take a day off from school, try and have another day to reset, continue on, bringing herself back to feeling better. And she's going to work on some skill building. She'll do some projects as well and just try and meditate and get her inner peace that she really wants. She still has the worst day ever mid-lit, which is a shame. She's slamming the fridge. I feel like when you are just feeling so bad sometimes, especially when you are more high maintenance, it can feel even more extreme. Is this the bowl from yesterday's breakfast? Girl, please. Anyways, we're going to make sure she eats a lot today because that did make her feel better last time. She's feeling extra angry. Oh my god. Maybe she needs to write in her journal again later. Now, Skyla is definitely aware of the fact that she not going to school is going to annoy her parents, but she is kind of in the mindset that she's feeling angry at them, and she's almost forgotten that, or doesn't consider that they are angry at her, and doesn't really care. I feel like she is done with caring too much about what they think. She's at a point where she wants to prioritize herself, and taking one day off of school, which many of us has done. I've missed many days of school, okay? throughout my skill career and everything like that. I miss many days of skill, so her missing one day is definitely not too bad, and I think it's fairly deserved. So she's just gonna try and feel zen and feel relaxed. Skyla has been doing wellness all morning, and she didn't realize that it is now lunchtime, but she is meditating now after her yoga session, and she's feeling way better than she did this morning, and she's very glad that she didn't go to school. So looking at her mood, she's feeling focused, she feels centered as well, and she's also feeling a little bit tired, I guess, because she woke up so early this morning. She's going to have a brisk shower just to wake up, and then she's maybe going to make a cup of tea just to kind of feel, continue that wellness vibe, and then we'll see what she wants to do. I honestly love that they added a kettle to the game. It's something that I thought really needed to be in The Sims, so I'm glad that they added it. And Skyla is now talking to her mom. I think Skyla's maybe trying to break the ice with a bit of awkwardness that's been going around the house. And oh my god, Jacqueline! Jacqueline! Oh my god, wait, hold on. Let me get the facial expressions. Jacqueline's just being mean. Oh my god, I guess she's maybe lecturing her about, not going to school and that she's disappointed about that. And Skyla's feeling like, hey, I need some space, like, don't judge me. I just need some time away from school. I just need one day off. I need, like, my own time to, like, relax and reset. And Jacqueline doesn't seem to understand that. Like, she's just so used to having everything, along the yellow brick road. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But do you know what I mean? Like, she has things going a certain way. Skyla isn't following the house rules. She isn't doing things her way. And yeah, I guess she doesn't like that. Jacqueline is used to high standards, everything looking great on the surface. And if her family member isn't doing that, that's something that's very shocking. But I feel like this is just a very typical mother-daughter argument, but in a very specific, high-class, snobby context from Jacqueline's perspective. And yeah, I guess here we have the fact that they were having a deep conversation. Skyla's maybe thinking, maybe I do like deep conversations, which is something that, she wished she had more with her mom. But I guess this is the deepest kind of conversation that Skyla and Jacqueline are going to have, because if it's not about keeping up standards, appearances, and making the family name look, keeping it look good, then Jacqueline's not interested. And Skyla is really not happy, but she's going to go back to her cup of tea, which is all she really wanted to do is just have a little conversation with her mom. Oh my god, she's went for a nap. I feel like she'll maybe have healthy green tea. I do like a green tea, so that means my Sims will like a green tea too. Oh my god, my game. But it is actually Byron's day off, and Byron and Skyla have not spoken to each other since the whole altercation with Caleb coming over. And Byron is very stubborn. He's not the type of man to, go out of his way to make things easier for someone else. He's very all about him, narcissistic, you might say, and Skyla is used to that. Her mom is kind of the same way, but her mom, even though they just kind of had an argument and Skyla is not happy about it at all, she does feel like she has a little bit more leeway with her mom when it comes to conversations and things like that. But oh my god, poor Skyla, she's not got it easy. She found it much easier yesterday when she didn't talk to anyone, and I think she's kind of learned her lesson with the fact of, maybe I shouldn't be making so much effort to talk to my parents if everything I get is bad interaction. Although one thing I will say about Skyla, she isn't the best at timing, especially with her nap. She's falling asleep at 4 p.m. But yeah, she kind of missed school today and then went to talk to her mom the day that she missed school, which of course she would have had to do, but maybe it would have been better if she communicated how she felt yesterday. But again, would Jacqueline have been very understanding yesterday? Probably not. From her parents' perspective, they're probably just thinking, what's going on with Skyla? She's been acting out, she's got a boyfriend that we don't like, inviting him over when we're not home, and now she's missing school and she's fighting with us and arguing back and sleeping at 4 p.m. But they don't really understand how she's actually feeling, which is a shame. But she's going to have a little nap and then maybe do a little new project once she's woken up. Okay, so it is now 7 p.m. and she's feeling a little bit more energized, but still angry. And I think she maybe wants to try something to kind of relieve her anger in a different way. She's tried yoga, she's tried nature, that has helped, but maybe something at home while she's at home can help other than journaling. Now, there is actually an easel in the house that Skyla used to use when she was younger. She was the type of kid that would do every sort of activity, so maybe she can try painting and see how that helps her. I feel like painting is a very nice way to kind of let out your emotions and everything in your mind. It's very artistic, abstract. She just decided to put this in one of the guest bedrooms in the house because it has a lot of space, and maybe she can decorate the house with some of her artwork if she continues to do it. I feel like it'd be really fun to see what she comes up with. So cue a very aesthetic painting montage. Okay, and here we have Miss Skyla's painting. Wow, I really like this. It's kind of giving like skater vibes. I don't know, from like, it's kind of grungy, like dark, like some almost like graffiti you'd see in like a dark tunnel or like car park or something. I do really like it. And she is definitely going to keep this. Let's see if we can name it. Okay, I think we're gonna name this, let me think of a good name. I'm gonna name this painting Trapped Inside because I feel like it's kind of cliche, but it really does make sense with how she feels and what she's trying to express in this painting. But take a good look at this painting. How do you interpret this painting? I'm very curious because I know art is very subjective and individual to each person, but to me it's definitely giving Trapped Inside, I don't know, a lot. And here is Miss Skyla viewing her work for the first time. She's still feeling very like raw with her emotions, very angry today. A lot more angry than yesterday. Yesterday is more sad and like, you know, in despair. And here she is angry. No amount of yoga and meditation can help that. So yeah, I'm very upset that she feels that way, but it is Skyla and the storm once again. So the storm has definitely been brewing and it's ongoing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this more quiet reset type of episode for Skyla. It is something that she desperately needed. And she's very sensitive at the moment. She is really about to experience a lot of change in her life. And she's already trying to experiment with what she likes, what she doesn't like in life, what makes her feel good. I think she's still yet to find her, or maybe she will develop a stronger, you know, kind of favor for other things in life or things that she already does like. Who knows? But yes, I'm very happy to see her journey begin here, and hopefully she goes on to great things. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope that you are having an amazing day or night wherever you are, and I will see you soon with another Sims 4 video. Bye!